It has been a minute since we've done one of these intros, and I've also kind of realized that a lot of my recipes can be a little, well, time consuming. Like maybe you don't have a couple hours to make bread before you eat. I totally get it. So I'm gonna make a point to make a quick, easy dinner recipe, like 30 minutes easy, like 20 minutes easy, like I'm hoping to get it under 20 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna time myself. I'm not gonna stop for any fancy camera work. I'm gonna try to make this as realistic as possible. None of my ingredients are chopped. I'm gonna start from step one and try to see if I can do the whole thing in under 20 minutes. See you in the kitchen. And all I've done is set aside everything I'm gonna need. If you can't tell from the ingredients, we are gonna make a vegetarian mushroom stroganoff. Time starts now. I don't have my phone. Time starts, I don't know how to start the timer. Stopwatch? Time starts now. First things first, it's gonna take a few minutes to get your pasta water started, so we're gonna get that set up now. You don't have to cook your pasta in water. You can really use any liquid you like. I just find that water is the cheapest and most readily available. I'm gonna move some of this stuff off my cutting board, get this water over high heat, and let that come to a boil. I'm gonna use this time to get our vegetables ready, but remember to constantly watch the water. People don't know that water loves attention, so the more you watch it, the faster it's actually gonna help it boil. To start, we're gonna chop up 1 onion, and then I have 2 portobello mushrooms that we're gonna chop up the stems, and then remove the gills. If you didn't know, mushrooms are amphibious, so they do have gills. I'm gonna take them out. You don't have to. It really doesn't affect the flavor at all. And then slice them into nice 1/2-inch slices, and then I'm gonna cut those all in half so that it makes bite-sized pieces. We're gonna use between 2 and 7 cloves of garlic, however much you like, unless you're cooking for vampires, and then they tend to prefer to leave it out. For the first true fact of the show, the finer you chop the garlic, the more intense the flavor is gonna be. So give it a nice fine chop, and then we're gonna add a tablespoon of butter into a pan over medium-high heat. Throw in our onions, we're gonna let that cook for like 3 to 5 minutes or so till they're nice and translucent. And if you timed it right, your water should be coming up to a boil, so go ahead and add in a full package of the classic egg noodles. Give it a stir so they don't stick, and we make our sauce. In a mason jar, I've got 1.5 cups of vegetable stock. To that, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then they say you can never have too much time, but oops, that's definitely too much. Then we're gonna add in our flour. This is the part of the recipe where the haters are gonna hate. But I'm just gonna shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, shake it up. I'm just gonna keep on cruising. To the pan, we're gonna add in all of our garlic, all of our mushrooms, hit it with 2 more tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna let this saute for another 5 minutes or so, just until all the mushrooms are nice and soft. Then we're gonna break out the finest of box wines and add a 1/2 cup. We're gonna cook this for another few minutes just to burn off some of the alcohol in the wine, and it should reduce by about half. Go ahead and give your sauce one last shake for good measure. Add it to the pan, and we're gonna let this thicken up. This is a good time to check your pasta and see if it's done. If it is, go ahead and drain it off. Drain it off. And your sauce should thicken up pretty quickly. If it gets too thick, it's gonna be all right. You don't want it to be like thick and gloopy. Just add a little bit more stock and thin it out a bit. And that's what they don't know, is I'm just making the moves up as I go. But we're almost done. I'm gonna add in a couple heady grinds of fresh pepper. And if you got the thickness right, the sauce should just kind of cascade off of a spoon. So go ahead and turn off the heat and finish it with a 1/2 cup of either heavy cream or yogurt. To serve, you can add your noodles right to the pan, that way everything's evenly coated. Or to make people slightly uncomfortable, you could put your bare nudes on a plate and in slow motion drape the sauce over. And the official time comes in at 19 minutes and 42 seconds. Not bad. I was really hoping to get it under 15 minutes, but whatever. Under 20 minutes, I'll take it. Don't forget to take a look at the description for all the cost breakdowns, because we made this in under 20 minutes for only this much money. This looks really good. The only thing I would change personally is I would use white wine instead of red wine. I just didn't have any. Gives it more of that classic Stroganoff look. I'm really excited to be back in the kitchen with you all, so please hit the like button, subscribe, or share it with a friend. It really helps me out a lot. Until next time, cheers. Ooh, that's good.